Tinubu's led administration has finally listed the names of terrorist financiers in Nigeria.
I greet all my fans. Let's watch this video together without wasting much time. If it is your first time seeing my post, kindly follow Odogo Empire TV page for more updates, share, comment, and like. Let's go there. I'll be right back.
After years of crying of Nigerians, after years of yearning, calling on the federal government of Nigeria to do the needful and work with the list, United Arab Emirates releases 3 years ago. Now, they have finally succumbed to the pressure. And guess what? The names has been made public without any arrest, without any persons being detained at this material time. Well, the most shocking part of it is that Simon Ekpa, one of the IPOB leaders, his name also made the list. Now, let me just give you the few details of this report from Vanguard News. Are you getting me? The reason why I want to do so is because they must see this information and also tells us later that it is a lie. So I am quoting Vanguard News because they published it this morning, and I read: FG names 48 terrorism financiers: Ansaru, ISWAP, IPOB, Mamu, Ekpa make lists. The list, published by the Nigerian Sanctions Committee, came barely 24 hours after the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice concluded the 9th phase of mass trial of over 500 persons linked to the Boko Haram terrorist sects. The 4 trial sections were conducted by 10 judges of the Federal High Court in Abuja, where a total of 386 convictions were secured by the FG. While the Attorney General of Federation, Prince Lateef Fabemi SAN, led the federal government's legal team alongside the Director of Public Prosecutions of Federation, Mr. Rotimi Oyedebo SAN. Most of the convicts were represented by a team of lawyers from the National Legal Aid Council of Nigeria. Aside from imposing various sentences that included life imprisonment, the courts issued consequential orders recommending that the convicts undergo rehabilitation and the radicalization programs. The Attorney General of Federation expressed satisfaction with the outcome of the cases, insisting that the punishments meted out to the defendants were intended to send a clear signal to those involved in terrorism and the terrorism financing. There is no space for them here in Nigeria. We cannot stop them from going elsewhere. But as far as Nigeria is concerned, we cannot accommodate them. We have been able to bring justice to them, or rather, bring them to justice. This is the clear signal we are sending, he stated. Among the names on the list were 3 groups: Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB, Ansaru, and the Islamic State West Africa Province ISWAP, which had already been proscribed as terrorist organizations. Equally on the list is the self-styled Prime Minister of Biafra, Mr. Simon Ekpa, who was convicted in September 2025 by the Pajat Hamid District Court in Finland. Ekpa was found guilty of terrorism-related charges and sentenced to 6 years imprisonment by the Finnish court. The court ruled that Ekpa had, between August 2021 and November 2024, supplied weapons, explosives, and ammunition to armed separatist groups in the southeastern part of the country, as well as exploited his online influence to promote violence. Another notable name on the list is the alleged Abuja-Kaduna train kidnapping negotiator, Mr. Tuko Mamu, who is billed to open his defense to a 10-count terrorism charge filed by the FG on April 23. Now, let us look at the names of those people that are in the list. And I read: meanwhile, other alleged terrorism financiers on the list published by the FG on Saturday are Abdul Samad Ohida, Mohammed Sani, Abdul Haman, Fatima Isaac, Yusuf Hazali, Muhammad Sani, Abubakar Muhammad, Salamuddin Hassan, Adamu Isaac, Hassan Isa, Abul Karim Musa, Umar Abdullahi, and Abdul Rahman Ado. Others include Basha Yusuf, Ibrahim Al-Hassan, Muhammad Isa, Salihu Adamu, Suraji Mohammed, Fanami Buka, Muhammad Musa, Sahabi Ismail, Muhammad Buba, Jamatu Wajihad, Young Group NLBDG, Adamu Hassan, Hassan Mohammed, Osman Abubakar, Kubara Salawu, and the Rabius Suleimani, as well as Augustine Iyare, Francis Madubuchi, John Onwumere, Chukwuka Eze, Edwin Chukwuedo, Shiwandu Owo, Ginika Oji, Awo Uchechukwu, Messi Ale, Ohagu Juliana, Eze Okpoto, Nwobi Shimezie, and Ogumukewe. There are indications that the federal government will initiate extradition proceedings to ensure the repatriation of some of them currently residing outside the country. Now, if you look at this list, you will laugh because the list itself is laughable. If you look at that last paragraph, you will understand that most of those names mentioned were not in Nigeria. So now, the federal government of Nigeria is talking about the repatriation, how they can be brought back to Nigeria to face the full wrath of the law. We don't know how they are going to, to achieve that, because repatriation is not an easy process. Do you understand now? Now, the truth of the matter is that I am not happy based on the fact that 48 names was listed according to what we've seen so far. But how many have been arrested? Now be the question. These financiers, how many have been arrested? Before making these names public now, have you consulted the government? Have you consulted the government of those countries where these people are residing according to this claim? So at the end of the day, I am not seeing any seriousness from this TINIBU's regime in making sure that these people are apprehended and face the law. That is another thing. But at the end of the day, if they should do the needful, they will do that. Do you understand now? They have brought out their names. If truly that they are serious, they will just go into it and make sure that those people are apprehended. It doesn't matter where they are. Maybe the same people will go to Kenya, I get him kidnapping, and they can carry and come back to Nigeria. So what is hard for them to repatriate these people? It will take them nothing. They should stop deceiving themselves. That's the only thing that I will say you.